This outage has caused chaos to, I guess, the entire country. A lot of the government websites were down when this fire took place. Essentially, the government took preemptive measures to shut down over 650 services. That's approximately a third of all government services online. What does this include? Everything from postal services, postal financial services as well, mobile identification as well went down, kind of petition websites went down, all major government ministry websites went down. So there was quite a lot of inconveniences. People were essentially turned away when they went to the doctor because they showed up with their mobile ID and didn't have paper ID. Schools as well were not able to retrieve student records, tax services went down, transactions for real estate were suspended. So it was quite surreal to have so many services down, overnight, and even the government having to put out some notices on private owned websites because their own services just didn't work.
What do we know about what caused this data centre fire, reportedly, and also when were services restored?
Yeah, so we know that it was a single failure of a lithium-ion battery at one of the 3 operational data centres run by the government. So there was some maintenance work to replace aging batteries, and in the process of moving these batteries, one of them ignited, and the fire spread to other batteries as well as servers in this data center. And so essentially, a lot of servers, actually hundreds of servers and batteries were incinerated. Maybe actually some of the data might have been lost. We're not too sure how much data was lost, but it has caused quite a lot of chaos.
And how long did it take before services were restored?
Yeah, so it's a slow rollout. 650 services were basically taken offline. As of Friday, there have been approximately 115 services that have been restored, the most critical of which have been restored, such as the mobile verification services, identification services, and also financial services have been restored. But it will take a long time for the other few hundred servers to be restored. Some of these servers were incinerated, so it will take up to 4 weeks to kind of replace them and put all of the services back online. So I think it will take another few weeks before everything comes back to normal.
It's not the first time South Korea has experienced a data centre fire which caused widespread disruption in recent years. Is it surprising that it's happened again? How has the government responded?
Yeah, even in the private sector, a few years ago, there was a fire here, and it knocked out the country's biggest super app messaging service, which everyone depends on, from everything from messaging to grabbing a taxi and making online payments. And at the time, this private company received quite a lot of criticism, and it resulted in a law being passed for private companies to have kind of redundancy systems in place. So there's been quite a lot of scathing criticism against the government for basically being a bit of hypocrites. You talk about private sector, but what about you? So this has been quite surprising, and the president, Yong, has apologized for the inconveniences that has happened to regular citizens across the country, and also the politicians are now starting a blame game. What who was it to blame? But the government has also said we should try to not look at who to blame, but move forward and find solutions.
Raphael Rashid, really good to talk. Thank you.
Thank you.